Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Rhoda Oluwafemi, and if you're new here, welcome. Where have you been? I've been waiting for you. Please click on the subscribe button to get subscribed to my channel, please, and turn on the notification button to get notified whenever there's a new video up on my channel. Thank you. Guys, my summer has started on a very good note, and I intend to keep it that way, making every weekend count. And honestly, that's why I haven't been serving you guys back to back these days, because guys, I'm always outside. Like, I intend to make this summer count, because before you know, it's winter and you have to be in your jacket. You guys get it. Anyways, the first step to getting summer ready is making your hair and letting those wigs breathe and just leaving them to rest, honestly, because it's very hot, right? You want to let your hair down. You don't even want to be wearing wig or anything extra on your head. Maybe cap or hats, but not wigs. Okay, I had an early morning appointment for my braids, and after that I went to have Amala for dinner at this restaurant that I'd never been to with Daring and Mayowa. By the way, shout out to Daring. This is my third summer in Canada, and Daring has always been a part of it all year, to be honest. The food wasn't that bad, far better than other Amala that I've tried out in Toronto, even better than the one I tried at Peckham in UK. Because you guys, I've been in search of very good Amala for the longest, and I think I found the right spot, but the wait time is 2 hours. Hopefully 2 hours isn't their regular wait time, because this day we literally had to wait for 2 hours and we didn't even have anything to munch on. Our drinks came in like 1 hour after we had been there, and finally when our Amala arrived, it was worth the wait, and the owner did come to apologize to us, and she said that they had run out of like the first batch that they prepared, and just took like 2 hours to make the fresh one for the second batch. And maybe I understand, maybe I do not understand, but 7 over 10, because it just beats other Amalas that I've ever tried here and in the UK. Will I be visiting again? Absolutely, I would definitely be visiting. But before I go, I would DM them on Instagram to ask them their actual wait time, just so I can prepare myself before leaving. And honestly, what I really enjoyed about this particular Saturday was the spontaneity. So I stepped out in the morning to actually go make my hair, and during my appointment, Daria texted me because he was in Canada, and he just said, oh, himself and Mayowa would like to go have Amala for lunch at my home. And I was like, oh, I'm not home, I'm making my hair. And he just asked when I would be done, and I said like in a couple hours, I think 1 hour or something. And then it was like, okay, they're gonna wait. So they came to pick me up, we went to have Amala, and then when we're done eating, we're just like, okay, we can't go back home because the day was still very bright and the weather was very good, like it's summer, duh. So we just said, okay, where is the closest recreational park or center around us? And it was the zoo, and so we all agreed to go to the zoo. It was already evening, a little after 4 p.m, and the zoo closes at 7 p.m. So we got there at 5 p.m. and bought an all-inclusive ticket to 4 other attraction sites in Toronto, and that made our weekend unexpectedly packed. We did not actually think we would have enough time to see all the animals, but we were wrong, because we did. But this was because people, including us, did not obey the close-up announcement at 7 p.m. sharp. At the entrance, there was an option to get on a ride with a zoo guide and other tourists, but for a fee. But the queue was a bit long, and we didn't have the luxury of time because already we got there late. So we just walked around, and I think it was a better decision actually, because while we were sightseeing, I saw one of the rides and people were not even able to get down And so I believe that the experience from the ride, seeing around, would, greatly differ from walking around. I also just believe that walking around will give one like a robust experience and a better or closer feeling to the animals than being on the ride where you're not able to get down. So maybe if you have like a toddler, or you're going with your aged parents, or you have some disabilities, the ride would work greatly for you. Other than that, I don't think you should actually waste your money on those rides. Interestingly, I loved the thrill that came with running around to ensure that we saw more animals at past 7. I know it was very wrong of us because we were supposed to leave at exactly 7, but I also believe that they close at 8 because it's a very big place, so they would need to give people ample time to actually walk down to the entrance. So there's like maybe 1 hour or 2 hours to do like a sweep round to ensure that the guests have actually gone, because at the time we were leaving, which was like past 7 or 7:30, we saw people at a restaurant area actually eating. They were not even in a haste, like they were relaxed and just eating, and the tour guides were around to just ensure that people were also leaving as they were done eating. But anyways, I recommend going in the early hours of the afternoon to have enough time to see the animals, and especially at a relaxed pace, and take breaks when needed by either snacking or just sitting to rest, because it's a very big place and all animals are not in the same place. Obviously, there's like an indoor space for aquatic animals, and then there's an outdoor space for mammals and other very dangerous animals. I had such a good time at the zoo, especially seeing and reading about many animals and species that I didn't even know existed, particularly because of striking similarities with known ones. They had a variety of animals, over 5,000 from about 400 species, like over 5,000 animals. Nothing close to the Ibadan Zoo in Nigeria, which was my first zoo visit. And this is not like a shade to Ibadan Zoo, but I'm just trying to say that visit at Ibadan Zoo compared to this one, there's a huge difference. The animals were not as many. Animals looked very clean and cared for. Obviously had foul smell depending on the area, in quotes, aquatic animals, but for obvious reasons. The zoo had 7 zoo geographical regions. I remember seeing Indo-Malaya region, the Africa region, which had the gorillas who had African names. I remember vividly seeing Ngozi and Charles. Charles is actually dead now, and they sculpted a statue in memory of him. I also remember the Canadian domain, and the other ones I don't recall now. I really looked forward to seeing the elephant, and I'm not sure if they actually have elephants or they do not have. I should actually look that up on Google. Okay, I'll be back. Okay, they actually do not have any elephants. So it turns out that the last 3 elephants, Iringa, Thika, and Toka, were moved to California in 2013, and that decision to relocate them was made after a period of debate and following the death of other elephants at Toronto Zoo. Okay, so it made sense, and that's so sad. Anyways, I really wish that I saw elephants, because I don't think I've seen an elephant before. Guys, what was I trying to do here? Oh my god, I was trying to get up the tree using the rope. It was very unsuccessful, obviously. Thank god I didn't even get up, because I would have gotten down. Anyways, it's best to buy the city pass ticket because it gives you access to 5 attraction sites, the CN Tower and the Ripley Aquarium compulsory, and then you get to choose 3 others. So we chose the Royal Ontario Museum, Toronto Zoo, and City Cruises, but you must use your pass within 8 days because it expires after 8 days. And that's a better discount, because if you were to buy the tickets for each of these places separately, you'd be spending more than $200. Charles, and this is where his family members live. And in the east, we saw the zebra, the cheetah, the lion, and the tiger in an entirely different space, very far from other animals. Thank God he can't hear you. But he can see him.
Good boy, good boy.
He's so fine. These are where the wild animals are. That's why they have to. And that's about it, guys. I hope you guys liked this episode and enjoyed touring the zoo and trying out the new Amala spots with me. I will see you guys next week with the vlogs from other attraction sites. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification button to get notified whenever there's a new video up on my channel. Thank you and have a great week. Bye.